Welcome to the Excel mini project that's going to show you how to never make a boring chart, boring dashboard, or boring table in Excel ever again. Here we've got a dynamic dashboard where the user sees that everything's clearly labeled, and they've got these dynamic drop downs to pick a month to drill down on, pick one of the products, get a mini chart, pick a metric, and it will pick between the three tables. We're going to go slow and steady and show you how to build this exact thing, all from the source data, which is just the numbers. So let's kick it off. I'm just going to annotate as I go. We're going to get rid of the grid lines. We are going to improve the table formatting. We are going to the row heights and the date. This date formatting was not formatted as a date. This often happens in Excel. We just go here. We want, what do we want? We want month, 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 year, year. Looking good, and we'll make the page title much better. All right. We are 10% of the way there. We just need to make these bold and improve the number formatting in a second. So we want the numbers to not show zeros and show commas and show negatives in brackets. To do that, we take the standard one, we tell it to put it in brackets if it's negative, dash if it's zero. So let's keep going. We've got our two charts there, third chart here, and we'll just clear all the text for now. We're going to let the user select a month here, select a product here, and select a metric here. How do we do that? We build in these little data validation drop-down lists. List, my source is the name range I called months. This one is the range I called products. This one is the range I called metric previously. And we'll just give a little bit of formatting to these to show the user that it is an assumption cell. We'll go gray like this. All right, we are so close. I'm just gonna have to change the formatting, but hold on for a second. We are close, close, close. Pick that same formatting as before. Anytime you enter custom formatting, you can go and reuse it, which is cool. All right, how do we get our cool charts? The trick is we use this helper column. So the charts don't actually reach to this data, they reach to the helper column out to the side. You do all your tricky formulas here, even though they're not that tricky today. We do all the hard work here so that everything on the left looks nice. Okay, so we're going to say pick the month, pick the product, choose the metric, and we're going to go build that now because we're going to give you this video so you can refer back to it. It might be confusing now, just watch it again if you want to build in the future, something like this. First things first, we know that we're just picking the month here, so the products will always be the same. Bear with me, we've got a slight delay because I'm recording of the share screen. So we've got chairs, tables, couches, and we're going to say get me chairs for the month, go across for chairs as far as December is in this list here. I've locked those cells and we're basically done on that one. Our pie chart is ready to go in. We just drag this down, and now that will change as we update the months. I'm just going to put in a simple pie chart, and I'm going to add basically the legend. And some chart formatting is super important because charts can be confusing if you're not the one that's built them. This pie chart is going to be a little tricky, so I'm not going to match the edges for now, but otherwise you may consider locking the edges. So I'm just going to get rid of the border and the fill. It's just outside of the screen, but I'm just ticking off the fill after double clicking on the chart. And there we go. We've got a nice dynamic. I'm going to make that, change that text color. Change the chart color to be kind of blue. There we go. First things first. That's all it took to get this dynamic pie chart. And then I can call this, what would I call it? Equals units in text. Units for here. And because it's a date and a formula, you just have to add the formatting we did before. And we're done. 1 out of 3. So let's align that across. And we're going to do the next one now. And since we know it's going to be units for product, I'll just go ahead and do that. Equals units for tables, which is text, so that's fine. All right, how do we do this one? It's the same as before, except for now, we're always going to have the same dates. I'll just go to the first date. You'd ideally link it to a timeline. And here's going to be the product of our choosing. So now we're just going to search up and down. So index the 3 options. Which one are we going to use? We're going to say match. Find me tables in this list. And I'm just going to lock those cells. And we're done, pretty much. And we're going to format the chart once and then use it below as well. And below, I'll just do that in a second. So here we've got a chart. I'm just going to get rid of a few things on the sideline here, just no fill, no line. While I'm here, I'll just get rid of some of these. Just show every 2 months. I'll make the text color and the number formatting easier to read. So I don't like seeing the 0, so I'm just going to go change the formatting of that really quickly. Same thing as we did before with that custom coding. Just on that sidebar to the right that came up, just out of screen. And here, you probably want to lock this since it's wasn't the annoying pie chart. Cool, that looks good. For now, that's fine. When we change that, this changes too. Let's reuse this. I often reuse charts, but we'll just put the source data first. The metric is going to be, well, I mean, we know that they've chosen inventory, but I just want to find what number that is. So match inventory in that named range I called metric 2, and now I can use that number 2 in my formula. So equals choose. Well, I mean, this one will always be here. Go ahead and choose based on this metric. I'm just saying choose between the 3. 1, 2, 3. Basically done now. I'm going to use the shortcut of using the same date as above, especially since I'm just going to copy this chart. Copy the chart, and I'll just change what it's referring to. And I forgot that I need to do this for all 3. So I'm going to just go to chairs, tables. This is the beauty of Excel. You do it once and you're pretty much good to go. All right, that is all good to go. I'm just going to call, what am I calling this? I'm calling this inventory by product. And center that. And we're pretty much done. So that was really cruisy. We've got our dynamic chart where you can pick a date. Oh yes, I forgot to select the other two things. This should work. I just probably have to. Anyway, selecting data is easy. Select data. Oh, that's the name. For now, we'll just skip that. Here's the series values. I'm going to have to add one at a time. That's fine. Add the first one. Add the second one. I think I did the name thing again. And add one more. This is a pretty slow way of doing it, but the video was so good up until here. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to change the chart colors and add a legend, and I'm going to lower this label to always be low. And just bear with me, got a little bit of delay, I think due to the share screen. But with this one, we're just going to change the chart colors. We're going to add chart element. And the names just need to be, I'll just bring this down for now. I'm just going to try again that thing I was trying to do a second ago. Anyway, having some issues. To change the name of the data, we just have to add those names that I skipped before. Chairs, tables, chart. If you made it this far in the video, I'm pretty sure you don't mind a little bit of patience there. I really want to get this working, so I'm gonna format the axis, label. Yeah, it's just a little bit of issues with the share screen kind of blocking my, but I'll just select the low and it will look like before, like we had it before. So there we go. We've got a dynamic chart, and I'll just do a freeze frame. Sometimes that looks better. And there we go. I'll go back to our original just for argument's sake. We've got our dynamic chart. Low just puts the axis down the bottom, as you can see here. We can pick our product, month, and metric. Now this is just an example dashboard. Take the concepts, the kind of separation of concerns, etc., and use it for whatever need you have rather than copying it exactly. And we're going to be going into more detailed ways to create dashboards and some more advanced stuff in the Excel masterclass that I'm hosting on August 26th in Main Beach. So if you're in the Gold Coast, come down. I'll put a link to get your free ticket below. And we've got the master classes going from 2:30 in the afternoon all the way into late in the evening. So if you can get off work and come join us, that'd be great. Otherwise, come after work. And we're going to be looking at this amongst many, many other things. And we're going to be building things together so that you leave with some useful resources. So get your free ticket with the link below. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you at the Excel Masterclass if you're based on the Gold Coast. Feel free to comment below what you thought one of the coolest parts of this video was. And thanks for joining me.